and welcome to this First Take exclusive. I am Shae Cornette, joined by Vincent Goodwill and Kendrick Perkins. Let's get right into this NBA discussion here because Victor Wembanyama has been on fire recently for the Spurs, averaging over 25 points, 11 boards, and over 4 blocks per game in the month of March. He has also helped close the gap for the 1 seed in the West. Safe to say, the third-year player is already living up to lofty expectations that were put on him. But now we got to fast forward a little bit because this guy is doing things that we have never seen before. Do you think Wemby will enter the GOAT conversation when all is said and done, Perk?
Shae, in 25 years from now, the GOAT conversation is going to go with starting with these 3 names. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Victor Wembanyama. He's that damn special. All he has to do is stay healthy. He's going to be the best player on both sides of the floor for the next 10 to 15 years. He's already knocking at the door of becoming that. He's a championship away and a couple more accolades, which he's going to get. But when you talk about generational talent, when you talk about the greatest prospect since LeBron James, this is this guy. We have never seen anything like him on either side of the floor. He's going to win multiple or several Defensive Player of the Year awards. He's going to win several MVP awards. He's going to win multiple NBA championships. And the way that he wants to be great, that's the thing that impresses me more about more about Wemby than anything else, is that he wants it. He wants to be great. He wants to be the face of the NBA. He embraces everything about the NBA, and then on top of that, he's mean.
He's mean. Go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, he's mean. Ask Chet Holmgren, who does not understand why Big Vic does not like him at all. Perk, you are known for hyperbole. You are known for speaking things a little bit prematurely. I'm kind of rocking with you here because I remember LeBron James' first playoff game against the Washington Wizards in 2006. And I was in college and I was like, man, this is something different. And I wasn't ready to like anoint him or anything like that, but there's certain things you can see. And I felt like what we're going to see during these playoffs, what we're going to see over the next 3 or 4 years is going to have us resisting the urge of calling him the best two-way player that we've ever seen. Like Perk said, we're going to already call him the best defensive player in the game. I call him Victor Voorhees for a reason because he's in front of you, he's behind you, he's at the rim, he's hiding even though he's 7'5". Like, he's literally doing everything. And like Perk said, not only does he want to be great, there's a gravity around him. All-Star Weekend, he basically took it upon his shoulders to say, you know what, we're not going to put on an embarrassing All-Star game. And all the other players followed. Anthony Edwards strapped it up and followed along. And you can see what he's doing with San Antonio this season. Nobody thought the Spurs were going to be a championship type of ball club. We looked at them as saying maybe 2 years away, at least a year away from being in the playoff conversation. And it's because of him. But I caution you, though, health does play a part in this. He's 7'5", a lot of long limbs. He's not even playing 30 minutes a night yet. But I do think at the end of the day, the conversation will start with Michael Jeffrey Jordan and probably Victor Wembanyama after that.
Okay, well, in order to be part of that GOAT conversation, he's going to have to win some championships. So let's go to this here now. Do we think that Wemby and the Spurs have enough to win the chip? Vince, back to you.
This year, no. But he's been surprising me all season long, so I feel like I'm setting myself up to be doubted and to be on the Victor Wembanyama Summer Jam screen. But I just don't think this season that they have it. They have not gone through a single playoff series, let alone a playoff run. Are they going to be hell on earth for whomever they play in the first round, second round, get to the conference finals? Absolutely. But I don't think the Spurs organization looked at this year as a championship type of year. They didn't make a move at the trade deadline. They weren't seduced by the success that they've had to bolster themselves and say, you know what, we need more shooting. We need more shot creation. We need to shore up some things. They're looking at this the same way people in Detroit are looking at this. You know what, we got a free run at this. Let's see how we handle the rigors of playoff basketball. There's only one vet on this team that's had real playoff experience, and that's Harrison Barnes. Everybody else will be going through this, Perk, for the very first time. And no matter how good you are, playoff basketball is a different sport.
Go on, Perk.
One, they didn't make a move at the trade deadline because they didn't have to. when you look at this roster, they check all the boxes for us what they need to go and actually compete this year. And the Spurs organization, they absolutely believe that they could win it this year. Because when Victor was a rookie, he actually went in the office and spoke to the higher ups and told them, hey, I need pieces. I'm trying to win now. That's why they went out and got more veterans like a Harrison Barnes, who, you're right, have championship experience. They went and got a De'Aaron Fox and then signed them to a pretty long-term contract because we watched De'Aaron Fox go toe-to-toe in one of the best 7-game series against Steph Curry when he went blow for blow with Steph Curry in that series. They drafted a Stephon Castle who's been a winner his entire life. Won at UConn. This guy knows how to win, knows how to play the game of basketball. You got Keldon Johnson, who won a gold medal, who's been around like, veterans like Steph and Braun and KD, all those guys, so he know what it takes to be a professional. And so when I think about the Spurs and I think about where they are, they're getting all the home court games that they possibly need throughout, as long as they can throughout the postseason. Because the only thing that people could say about them is they lack experience come postseason time. But one thing we do know is for a young team, they're going to play better. They're going to play really damn good at home. They want home court games, and they're going to have that all the way to the conference finals. In a perfect world, I believe that they're going to match up with Oklahoma City Thunder. We've seen what they did to OKC. So much uncertainty, whether J-Dub is going to come back, what he's going to look like. If you're asking me if they're ready to win this year when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs and Wemby, the answer is hell yeah, they are. And you can't tell a single soul in that locker room that they're not ready, especially Wemby.
Perk, you were a young guy on a veteran team in Boston. You were a veteran on a young team in Oklahoma City. You were a veteran on a veteran team in Cleveland. You know the difference. You know how much experience playoff basketball gives young teams and how they have to go through it. I could be wrong. Perk, you could be correct. You could be 100% correct, and I could be wrong. And I'll sit up somewhere and tell you that I'm wrong. But until I see it, I give the value of playoff experience a little more weight. In this NBA, Oklahoma City grew up quick, but they had to grow up. Denver had their playoff struggles and their injuries. I tend to believe that San Antonio has to at least go through one playoff run before I put the expectation on the organization and the players that they're going to get to the NBA Finals. This Western Conference is too deep and is very experienced with a lot of teams that have gone through playoff wars.
Hey, Vinny, one thing about it, 90% of the time, I'm correct.
Well, for now, the Spurs seem to be peaking at the right time. They have the best record since February 1st, the best points per game. Mr. Always Right back there. Thank you both, and thank you for watching this First Take exclusive. Be sure to tune in weekdays on ESPN at 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see y'all mañana.